Hi guys, welcome back. I'm Cece.
I'm Ellie.
That's Ben.
Oh, God.
So should we take our partner with us everywhere we go?
Yeah, what's clingy? What's not clingy? Yeah, you can start this. This is
What do you think,
your
Ben?
baby.
I think it's annoying when couples do everything together.
Yeah.
Why do you think it's annoying, Ben?
Because at some point you need to have your own friends and do your own thing. Like,
Of course.
okay, perfect example because football's here. If me and the guys want to go watch a game,
Okay.
then let us go watch a game. You don't need to bring your girl, or if it's a girl who likes sports but wants to bring her guy, even though the guy doesn't know anything about football, you don't need to bring them every single time. The one, twice, okay, I can get that. But every time, no, you don't. It gets annoying. It really does. I have friends who bring their girls or female friends who bring their guys every single time we want to do something, and it just gets annoying.
So at what point does quality time turn into clingy time?
I can't answer that because that's when it comes. That's a couple thing. That's between you and your significant other.
Well, okay, for you, for example, when is it okay, this is just quality time I'm spending with her and now it's too much? Like, do you give her warnings? Have you told at the point that you're in a relationship with somebody when you've established that's my girlfriend and whatever, do you ever have that conversation with her like, babe, we can't be together all the time, or do you just expect her to know it?
No, I've told her. I've told my girls in the past that, hey, me and the guys, we're gonna go watch NBA, or we're gonna go. It's Sunday. We're gonna go watch football. And not once have I had an issue of, oh well, let me come, blah blah. They'll be like, okay, I'm gonna go hang out with so and so. Cool. That's
The
it.
entirety of your relationship, the girlfriend never once said, babe, why do you always going out or anything like that? She
No,
didn't?
because I wasn't going out every weekend.
Okay, so
it's just
there was a balance.
yeah. There has to be a balance because if you're going out every weekend, then I mean.
With that being said, there are some couples where there is no balance, where one or the other is going out too much and it's making the relationship weaken and, making the significant other feel left out and ignored and unloved. And you have to understand that, some people do that. So, I mean, I think that it's a insecurity thing.
100%.
If you have in previous relationships experienced that, then you might kind of carry that on to the next one and kind of feel all paranoid when your guy prefers to spend time with his buddies all the time, instead of you, especially when the relationship is new. When the relationship is new,
Sound off.
turn the sound off.
Shut up.
Unprepared ass.
Be nice. Be nice. I don't want to bitch slap you here. This is why this weapon is here, boys and girls.
Oh, I just noticed that.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's a new toy.
So
Anywho.
can separate hobbies make a relationship stronger?
Absolutely.
Yeah, you have to have separate hobbies. If you have something similar, that's cool because that's between you and that, you and your significant other. But I don't expect my girl to be a gamer or to like sports or to collect cards like I do.
Right.
If her hobby is, I don't give me a girl hobby because I don't.
Knitting.
The fuck?
Some girls like to crochet.
What
and
yeah,
what
some-
25-year-old likes to knit?
I know
some-
many artistic women that love
Yes.
to
How old are
create
they?
Etsy shops. They're young. They're 25,
There's
26.
all ages of.
Okay. So
Only because it doesn't exist in your realm doesn't mean it doesn't exist.
so for the boring people,
Oh, Jesus.
if my girl wants to knit, if that's her hobby,
What if she cosplays?
Oh yeah.
that's weird.
Oh, he is so opinionated. You make me sick. But
No, I'm saying that I wouldn't if my girl wanted to
Whatever you have to say
wait a
doesn't
second.
fucking matter.
No. If you saw how some of these women cosplay, how sexy these outfits are, you wouldn't think that.
That's what I was getting to, but
Yeah.
of course you guys cut me off like
I didn't even
always
cut you off.
because
I
that's what
did.
females do.
But you say some fuck ass shit, so you're gonna get cut off.
They don't let the men
Anyways.
go any further.
So
Anywho.
can separate hobbies make a relationship stronger?
Yeah, I think it should be. Because
I
like I
agree.
said, I don't expect my girl to like or understand my hobbies of what I like to do. And same thing with hers. I mean, I would still support her, obviously. Even
Yeah.
in the cosplay thing. I've never dated someone who cosplays. I think I would be interested in that though.
I'm glad that you said that because support is really important. It doesn't matter what
Yes.
the hobby is, support is important. However, there needs to be a balance. And if you're gaming 24/7, 7 days a week and ignoring me to play your games, then that's a problem. And I'm sorry, there's a line where the hobbies go overboard and you end up ignoring your partners because you get so comfortable. You're like, oh, well, there we live together, or we're there, or we see each other so much, so I don't have to put in the extra effort anymore.
Okay, so what about the I'm gonna say on the women's side because it's more of you guys. What happens when it comes to females and they want to join their their boyfriend and their friends and doing what we want to do as far as we want to go watch sports at a bar or whatever, but they want to come every single time? Is that a insecurity thing?
I hate saying that it is, but it kind of comes off as insecure. I don't know what that individual is going through or why she wants to be part of it. Maybe she just wants to see what you like and get interested in it because she's never been exposed to it before, so she just wants to be exposed to it.
Okay, so if she wants to get exposed, why not watch it with me at home?
You can suggest
Why
that.
not bring that up? No, what happens if you've brought that up plenty of times? Like, oh, if you want to know why I like football so much, here, let's watch this game. But then it comes to, okay, I'll watch it with you, and like 2 minutes in, you're already like, this is boring. Okay, if it's boring, then it's cool. It's not for you. But don't fucking join me every time that I'm going out with my friends.
I think, and again, this is an opinion of mine, that the women or men that want to do that is because they want to see who you're hanging with and see what you're like in your natural surroundings, because they don't know if you're being your genuine self when it's just you and them. So they want to see what you're like when you're around other people that you're comfortable and that you know if the real you will show.
Oh, I got plenty of friends who switch up.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When they bring their significant other, they
the
are
best
not.
behavior?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it sucks.
Really?
Yeah, it sucks because they're not as funny.
I'm the opposite. When I'm in front of my friends, that's when I'm me, the real me. I think that in all the other aspects of my life, I'm more calm, more tame.
Oh, I'm the same anywhere I go, even at work.
Not me.
I'm still
Yeah,
the same way.
you are.
I'm a little more professional at work, but I'm still me though.
You know, it's funny though, at work,
You need to get that smoke detector checked out.
I think at work, I am more me with you because you guys are there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But if you guys are not in the office and it's just me, I'm quiet. I don't interact. I don't really
Same,
say
yeah, same.
anything.
I just interact with everybody.
Yeah, you
I'm just,
do.
I'm
You're a
just
social butterfly. That's why.
Yeah.
You're very social.
like spread my wings, spread them like.
Spread your legs.
She already knew.
Yep.
You already
Okay.
know.
So what do you guys think about couples that they work together too? So they take breaks together and then they go home with each other. Because to me,
I don't know.
That sounds so restrictive.
to me
like,
that's
ugh.
too much.
It's
Like I
really
mean, don't
a
get me wrong. I have plenty of friends that
Working.
whether they're boyfriend girlfriend or they're married or whatever, that they work together and they come home and stuff like that, and they made it work. And that's cool. That is good for them. I'm happy that they can do that. I personally can't do that.
Yeah, I couldn't.
Yeah,
I couldn't
you know.
either. It'd be exhausting.
Like I'm already exhausted with spending as much time as I do with you guys. So I couldn't imagine us dating and then working together and then doing this and then
Yeah, that would be overkill.
I would have uppercutted y'all.
Why
long ass
does
time
he
ago.
think he has a chance with us?
Why
Like,
does he
keeps
even
saying
think that he could take us? I mean, he thinks that because he's bigger that we can't just take his ass down.
It's-
But
yeah, 2v1, bitch.
yeah, I'm sorry. We will jump you. We
We'll
will
lose every
jump you.
time.
I mean, it's been a little bit since for a threesome.
Ew.
But, you know.
Shut up. Stop saying stuff like that.
Smack, fucking hit him again.
No, I don't want to hit him hard.
Yeah, hit me hard.
You are sick. What if your partner hates your hobby? Do you compromise with them? Do you find some type of a healthy balance, or do you just say "F you"? I'm going to do what I'm going to do, and you have to accept it.
I'm gonna do what I do.
Okay, well,
Really?
I got a question. Is that my only hobby? Because I have a lot of different, because I have a lot of different hobbies.
Well,
Um,
let's just say, okay, let's make pretend that this was your favorite above all hobby, like the thing that you lose sleep over, just as a hypothetic, and she completely hates it, and she does everything passive aggressively to try to stop you to do it.
That's on you.
Really?
I'm not gonna stop my hobby just because you don't like it. If my hobby isn't mentally, physically, emotionally, financially hurting you, what the fuck does it matter?
Well, it's taking time away from her, so you know what I mean.
I don't see, and I could be wrong about this, I don't see any hobby that could take away time from spending with your significant other.
Drop it in the comments. Do you guys have any hobbies or know of any hobbies that actually take you away from your significant other for long periods of time? I
Okay,
want to
so-
hear what you guys think.
Okay, so like me, like I said, card collecting, go watching sports. When I say go watching sports, that's a Sunday thing for the afternoon, 1 to 4 o'clock, and that's it. Really? NBA, I usually stay home and watch that. So really, when it comes to sports trading cards, I go to a store or I may go to an event out in another city, but I'm not spending 5 hours doing that. And if I do, in my opinion, 5 hours still isn't enough to where you should be pissed at me,
Yeah.
because you already know ahead of time what my day is planned for.
Right.
I'm not just surprising you with last minute, oh, FYI, me and the guys were going to go to, Chicago, Illinois to go to this trading card expose.
Okay.
You would know ahead of time so you can make plans with with your friends and do your own hobby thing. Now, if there's a hobby that I don't like about my girl, I'm still going to, I'll still support, because if it's not financially draining me emotionally, physically and all that, I'm fine with it. Because you have to compromise.
Compromise is important.
In conversations about the hobbies and planning it, I think that's you're gonna have to what you have to do.
I mean, that's why in the dating stage, that's why you get to know the person,
Yeah, of
you get to know what
course,
their
of
hobbies is. So I
course.
mean, it's not like, now if it's a brand new hobby that came out of nowhere, then that's different, because then
Yeah.
So I know of an individual whose significant other, well, it was actually her husband, was a gamer. Like, he lived in his gaming chair, and he didn't make any time for them to be intimate or alone. And whenever they did do their scheduled things together, it was like a chore for him. Like, he would get aggravated because he was being pulled away from whatever tournament or whatever game that he was.
Yeah.
So it kind of deteriorated the relationship, and the girl decided that to end the relationship based on those grounds. Do you think that she was right in doing that?
Yeah, because gaming takes a lot of. You can spend hours doing that all night.
And he did.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Now here's the thing: was his gaming, was that his form of income?
No, it wasn't. I mean, he did make, I think, a little bit of income on those competitive ones.
If that okay,
On the
if you're
campaigns?
if you're a gamer, I mean, Cece, you know this, that if you're an actual professional gamer, you can make
Oh,
hundreds
for
of
sure.
thousands, millions of dollars a
Streaming or
year,
whatever,
right?
Yeah.
So if that's your only source of income, that's different.
Yeah,
But if
that
it's
is
just a
different.
hobby of yours, like you're just gaming because you like Madden or 2K or whatever game you like playing, you got to put other things ahead of before
sure.
gaming.
But this gentleman didn't. With that being said, since you mentioned revenue and stuff like that, there are those gamers that do make revenue. And there are many viral videos of their significant others deleting their entire accounts. Is that
Oh,
grounds
yeah.
for divorce?
Hell yeah.
Would
Yes.
you? Really?
Yeah. That's.
Yeah.
Would you?
I would uppercut the bitch.
Really?
Yes, because you got to understand.
Some of these guys cry.
Because that is your income.
And you're creating all these things, yeah.
You take time to create those players, and then you grind to get those players to that high level that sometimes it takes days and weeks to get to, because the grind is so hard like
That's
that.
crazy.
And the thing is, and I know some people are gonna be like, oh, you're just a big kid, blah blah. And you know what? I may be like that, but if that's my form of income, why are you gonna fuck that up for both of
Or
us?
even
That's
if it's
true.
a hobby, like still that's mean to do to your partner.
But I guess that the women who did do it felt neglected. And even after them, openly discussing how much it bothered them or how much they just wanted them to split their time between the job, so to speak, and them, nothing changed.
Then leave me. because if you
It is kind of vindictive.
Yeah, we should
if you
just
destroy
leave.
if you destroy my property, I'm gonna destroy your face.
Yeah, that's wrong.
Did we not establish that hitting was wrong?
Yeah, you're definitely not gonna hit anybody, buddy. Anyways,
You
so
are you said that you would never hit a girl, so now you're gonna hit her over a game.
Yeah.
That's horrible.
you don't get any hosts. So, anyways, are couples who vacation separately, would you guys do that, or
I think that's weird because if I'm going to a bachelor party out of state, that's different because that's not a vacation. But
That is a vacation.
yeah, that's a mini vacation. Yes, it
really, no.
is.
No, you're not
Yes, it
working.
is.
You're not with your family. You're
celebrating.
hanging out with your boys and having a good time. That is a vacation, whether you want to call it that or not.
okay, well I don't call it a vacation, but if the reason I think going to a bachelor party out of state is not a vacation to me, that's fine. But I'm talking about if I'm going to a resort in Hawaii by myself, that's weird because
Hawaii.
I'm by myself.
Very nice.
Yeah.
If I'm in a relationship, I would want my significant other to join me in something like that.
Yeah, but we're talking about a well-established relationship. You guys are together. You love each other. You
No,
trust each other.
I still want my girl to
What if it's a
join me.
girl-
Yeah,
trip.
but what if she's always traveled by herself and done things like that, just had her own experiences? It's not like she's not going to travel with you too. She's going to do stuff with you too. But she wants to go to Bali by herself. What's wrong with that?
How would you feel about it?
Why do you want to go to Bali by yourself?
What's wrong with
I
solo
think-
traveling?
But I think that that's also a weird scenario. Let's just take the solo out of it, and she's going with her girls, her two best friends that she's always traveled
yeah.
with.
Best friends.
To me, that would sound like a bachelorette party.
Oh my God, the
So
double
it's a vacation.
standard. Jesus.
No, I don't consider those vacations.
So
They're
what if me and Ellie wanted to go on a trip or something? You would consider that bachelorette trip?
No, because none of y'all are getting married.
Neither
that
is your girl.
makes no
We're
sense.
friends.
And I'm the one accused of not making sense. You make
yeah, you're
no
not
sense.
making sense, buddy.
Anywho, it's weird if I go to a resort by myself, just by myself.
So you wouldn't solo travel at all?
No, I don't want to solo travel.
I don't either.
I would never want to solo travel. I lived in Colorado by myself, and I hated it because I didn't have anybody to experience what I was experiencing.
I
with
agree
me. And it was fun.
completely.
Like
I
it was fun doing the hiking and all that and things like that. But when I went hiking, I had a coworker from Florida join me because they had to do training and all that. So they experienced it with me, but I didn't have like an actual real friend or family member
No.
Yeah.
to do that
Well,
with.
some people do enjoy solo traveling.
My daughter is one of those people.
And
Yeah.
more power to them.
Yeah.
My thing is, and I'm probably gonna get hate for this. When I see someone at a bar sitting by themselves or at a dining restaurant sitting by themselves, I feel bad for them. I think that's sad.
I think it's
I
because
don't think
like
it's sad.
you know that people are social and you're a social person and it's like you're doing this all by yourself. Why don't you have anybody around you?
Yeah, that's
type
how
of
I
thing.
see it.
Yeah, I unfortunately.
That's you personally, but some people enjoy being
Yeah,
alone
no,
and enjoy
I
doing
get
things
that.
alone.
No,
Yeah.
I get it. Like the only time I go to my place solo, like if I go clothes shopping, I've done that plenty of times going solo, or if I go to McDonald's or some Chick-fil-A, that's different.
That's totally different. Those
but
are
when it
very
comes to-
short
yeah,
intervals.
But when
of,
it comes to a movie theater or dine-in restaurant,
I've done movies by myself.
I can't do that.
I have. And sometimes you are so overloaded with being around people that you need some space by yourself just to enjoy the you-ness of you.
Yeah.
And that's
Now,
it.
if I'm in a relationship and I have a girl just smothering me, then I'm sure I'm going to be like, okay, I need to do this by myself
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
then I would feel like I'm getting annoyed with you.
But let's just say that you do have, your closest homeboys and you guys want to just do a boys trip, not a bachelor trip or anything like that, a boys trip, just getting a cabin, water skiing,
Yeah.
fishing, whatever, just guys stuff, because they have their married lives and they also want to get away too. And your significant other's like, no way.
What are you doing in that situation?
I'm going to ask her why, like ask for like, why does she feel like the answer is no? Like, is it because somebody specific's going? Is it because
be.
it's not in the same town? What's the reasoning of why you're against this trip?
What is it? What if she does not have a valid reason for you that she doesn't? What if it's a stupid, benign, like, I don't want to be alone?
Oh, then
Really? Wow. Okay. Well, he answered it, so.
So you want me to stay here with you and be fucking miserable? because you don't want me to go for your own selfish reasons. That's selfish.
It is very selfish and insecure.
It is very selfish and insecure.
There are people who are like that, though.
Now, if the roles are reversed, and you and your girls are going to just whatever out of state or out of the city, no, your ass staying home.
Okay, then.
Because I know your trick hoe friends.
Yes, but your
if
girl's
they're
not a
not,
trick
though?
hoe. You have to have some type of trust for your girlfriend or for your wife that she's not going to do something stupid. You
What if
know,
she has good friends and they're genuine and you know them?
or she has friends that are hoes and she's not a hoe, but her friends are hoes. That doesn't mean she's going to be a hoe.
Temptation's there.
Well, so that's the same thing for you.
Yeah, I was just going to say.
I don't have any hoe friends.
What?
Okay.
Have we had amnesia?
Really?
No, no.
Yeah. Anyways.
Look, buddy, you and I both know that your friends are of questionable morality, and they all have done some questionable things from one time to another. No judgment, of course. People can do whatever they want. However, if your significant other knew this, she would not be okay with you having a boys' trip because she'd be afraid that you'd hit Vegas or some other craziness and do some crazy crap. And you'd have to understand that.
Anywho.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay, so.
See, these are the reasons why I think that you are predestined to not be in a long-term relationship, because there's stuff that you don't want to just drop. You have to be kind of pliable in relationships, but you can't just be like...
He has some inner work he needs to do. That's all we're going to say on that. So do you guys think happy couples, or couples in general, do you think they should share the same friends or have separate friends, or a little bit of both?
A little bit of both.
Yeah, a little bit of both.
You know, I mean, it's okay if you guys don't want to mix friends and stuff like that, but you should have couples that you could do couples things with and be comfortable with them. You know?
Yeah. Now, do I think your friends should be friends with my friends? No, because not everybody's going to clash.
Yeah.
Click.
Or click, yeah.
Right. And are there friends, like, do you actually have friends that you would not want your significant other to be around because of trust reasons, more on them than your girl?
No. No, I trust all my friends. Guy wise, I trust all my friends. I mean,
That's
know,
good.
my female friends too. I do trust them. But I've done it to where I test my girl. Like the beginning where I have one of my guy friends that she hasn't met. I go tell him, hey,
Hit on her?
Yeah.
Wow.
I've done that.
That's crazy.
That is crazy. But you know what? I would do the same thing too.
What about you? Do you like trust all your friends to be around like your guy?
Some of my past friends, absolutely not, which is why I'm not friends with them anymore. But the current friends that I have, yes, I trust my current friends. But I'm also older and I pick the people who I'm around better. But back in the days, my door was open for everybody. I just wasn't like, I'm not going to judge anybody. But like I've had friends in my past actually go behind my back and try to hit on the guy I was talking to. And
You sure about that? That you pick better friends now?
Yeah. Yeah.
Look who's to your right.
I'm going to smack you.
I know you're not talking, buddy.
He is talking.
Border cricket.
I'm a better character than you.
You said some questionable things.
I
this
just
show,
stabbed myself
so.
in the eye with this. Oh my God. Listen, idiot, stop talking crap, okay? Because you're going to get punched in the eye.
Always trying to talk some shit, bro.
Mm-hmm. Anyhow, yes, I do have great set of friends around me now and I trust them. Whatever.
He's definitely not one of them.
And I think that they're trustworthy people. But I did have friends who did some horrible things. And you know, I confronted them and I guess they thought that they were doing me a favor, you know, they were doing me a favor by hitting on my significant other. And the thing is that they didn't even report back to me that they hit on the guy or even arrange it with me. They just went behind my back and did it. And then the guy told me like, hey, you know that your homegirl hit me up and, you know, she was saying blah, blah, blah. I'm like, oh, really?
Red
Okay.
flag.
So now I'm going to go, you know, kick her hiney. And,
Yeah, that's fucked up.
But, you know, it is what it is. Some people, it's all about opportunity, right? You know, you want to test the waters
it's always about that fucking shit.
but you have to be careful how you let your significant other in with certain individuals, unfortunately.
I
you know,
agree.
if you have friends that, seem that way and you leave them alone with your significant other for a long period of time, you're opening up the door. I mean, that's just it. Because you don't know what they're going to say or do when you're not there. So I don't know. Have you ever had any experience like that? Like a girl or a guy do some shady stuff behind your back?
I've had some things being kept from me that I didn't know about an ex-best friend and ex-boyfriend that, yeah. So I have had issues with women, friends in my past.
Was she cute though?
Friends in my past. So yeah.
But you're not friends with them anymore.
No.
Was she cute
No,
though?
I'm not friends with them anymore.
Answer me.
Anyways.
Was it because of that situation that you stopped being friends with them?
Yeah, I feel like I developed, like, things should have been said.
Why did they wait so long to tell you, and how did the
Or
subject
they think it's
come
not
up?
important. Like, bitch.
Really? Wow. I just think that's just grimy. Like, don't call me your friend when you're being selective on the shit you're telling me. Like, if you could tell me everything and anything on any given time, and then you're going behind my back to test my guy, you're not being a good friend. You're being a snake.
Yeah.
I cannot stand snakes.
Cece, let me ask you back to your original question. Do you bring certain friends around other friends, like to meet them and everything like that?
Yeah, I have. But there are some friends who I won't bring around other friends.
Oh, yeah,
Or if I have a man, I won't bring him around certain friends.
Yeah, I'm the same way when it comes to like like I have my gaming friends, but they don't really hang out with my friends that I watch sports with.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like people have friends for like certain things.
Yeah.
You don't want to like, it's kind of awkward to bring them together.
Now, let me ask you this: you said if you have a man, there's certain people that won't meet him. Is there like, what's the reasoning behind that?
I don't know. My mom just always told me all kinds of stories about things she's gone through in the past with her man and women. Like they're women, we are crazy and women do crazy things, especially when it comes to men.
So it's strictly introducing your man to other female friends. Is it strictly that, or is it also?
It could be female family, female like,
family as
but
well.
Is it
or women family?
So
whatever.
you introducing your man to guy friends, that's different?
No, I guess it'd be the same thing.
Because if I'm introducing my boyfriend to my guy friends, I'm telling him this is who I trust and who's truly my friend.
Yeah.
Because I'm opening up the door if there was anything incriminating in there to be said, to be expressed. And, I'd be shooting myself in the foot if there was something that I was hiding there because I'm, you know what I mean? But I'm letting my partner know, hey, this guy's part of my life and he's totally safe. Get to know him.
Yeah.
Because he's going to be around.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
100%.
Yeah, I'm going to be around.
Anyways, but yeah, bringing like your partner around certain people, I guess, I don't know. I would say trust issues with, not from the people now in my life, but just in general. So like, I don't know.
Yeah. Like, wouldn't it be weird if you were talking to your boyfriend and be like, oh yeah, so-and-so hit me up the other day to get some drinks. I'd be like, what?
Yeah. Like who?
She didn't tell me anything. Like, why is she doing that? You know?
Or like, why do you have her number?
Exactly.
I didn't know you had
I didn't
her
give it to you.
Exactly.
Like, if I didn't give you that number and you somehow got it and you're just telling me as an afterthought, oh boy.
Or they're texting. What are you texting for?
Like, what are you talking about?
Right.
She has her own friends, her own male friends. Why is she texting you? Why does she have to talk to you?
Yeah.
And it sounds like we're insecure or we're like being territorial. Territorial, absolutely, because that is my territory. I have claimed it. There's a doorway there, and you cannot knock on that door unless I give you permission, and that's it. Because people, they get frisky and they lose their place and they lose their thought, and something happens at the time of night or whatever, and they're texting you, and then they're like,
or think we won't find out.
Right?
Yeah.
It's like, no. And, I think sometimes guys reveal that these things happen after the fact or, when it happens because they're afraid of what's going to happen if they don't say something and if they find out. Or if the girl tries to retaliate and be like, I was talking to your boyfriend last night and it causes all these problems.
Yeah.
My thing is that don't communicate with people behind my back, period. There is no, unless I'm in the hospital and, you're letting my friends and family know that I'm not waking up from the coma. Okay, you can communicate with them.
Yeah.
But no.
Yeah.
No. And
100%.
if I'm in a coma and you sleep with her and I wake up from the coma, you die. And that's it.
You're not going to know.
Well, someone's going to tell me.
That's the problem. People think you're not going to know.
Some way, somehow it slips
always
out.
comes to light. It always
Some way,
does.
somehow.
It always does.
Anywho. So let me ask this. In regards to when I said that me and the guys would go out, to watch games. You guys specifically, do you care where your guy goes to watch sports? Because I know people who their significant other do not like the idea of them going to certain restaurants.
Like Hooters.
Wing House,
Yeah, stuff
Twin
like that.
Peaks.
Yeah, I don't understand. It's like the same thing as you go into a strip club with your buddies. Like, why
It
do
is
you?
not the same.
To me, it is.
It is not the
To
fucking
me, it
same.
is. To me, it is. It's an overly
How-
highly sexualized place where
How-
women are on display for you.
How is going to Hooters, where you have a waitress that's clothed,
Yes,
the same as
in
going to a strip
scantily
club
clad clothes
where the women are just
with their
naked?
heinies, you know, showing. You know what I mean?
As
Like,
if the whole purpose of Hooters isn't women wearing tight.
Okay, but
tiny outfits.
at Hooters you don't have women grinding on you.
they're not, and I get that there is a clear distinction. You're absolutely right, but the intention, the fantasy is still
and
there.
secondly, Hooters has
It's
some
like the
good food.
library of strip
Hooters
clubs.
does not have good fucking.
They have a
food.
good ass sauce.
It's very mid.
That's why you're smiling because
I
you know
like the
that's not
sauce.
true.
It
Whatever.
is.
You
What
can go
is
buy
it?
it at Winn-Dixie.
Yeah, something you could get at Walmart probably too.
Get it at Walmart.
You
Okay.
actually can. But
Okay,
it is-
exactly.
It's not really the same.
So, anyways, the point is that I mean, you can go wherever you want. That's it. That's fine. But I would have a problem if you went with your buddies to go to a place like that to oogle at other girls. You're opening
But we're
yourself
not
up to
there.
temptation.
That's what you guys are thinking that we're there for. We're actually not there for.
Then why can't you go to a regular restaurant, not
What are you
Hooters?
there for then?
What regular restaurant?
I don't know.
Chili's,
Olive Garden.
Applebee's.
Oh, because Olive Garden has fucking TVs everywhere to watch
Chili's,
sports. They have no
Applebee's,
fucking
Okay.
TVs.
a bar and grill.
There are other places that are not specifically parading women in scantily clad clothing where you can totally eat your damn wings and watch your damn sports.
Because I said.
What about
Hooter-
just go get some Wingstop and do it at home?
Because we want to go out and watch the game.
No, you don't need to go out.
You know
Stay
why we
home.
wanna go
You
out?
need to stay
You
home.
know
Buy a big TV and stay home.
Yep.
It has nothing to do with the TV.
Get in
it, has
the
to
crate.
it has to do with
Get
the
in the
fact
crate.
that restaurant, that sports bars have multiple TVs where you can watch multiple games.
All right, so go to a sports bar. You don't
We
need to
are
go to-
Hooters, Twin Peaks.
That's fine.
No.
I've gone to them. They're fine. But however,
I'm-
the whole purpose of it is women.
But that's
And
not
nice-
our purpose of going. Our purpose of going is
Okay,
to
but that's the whole
to
fucking
watch
thing of the
sports
establishment is
and-
women. That's what
Okay,
sells
but
it.
if your purpose wasn't to have, you know, pretty girls parading and serving you, which is your little fantasies, then what the hell? Why can't you just go to a regular sports bar? Why
Yeah.
can't you just go to a regular sports bar where it has multi screens?
Okay,
because
man.
why-
What if it was reversed? What if we were going to
Schlongs.
schlongs and they're
and you-
wearing they're shirtless?
Or and they have these little man
And the
shorts with their
bulge is
bulges.
out.
Yeah, like, well, how would you guys feel if we
Would
went
you
there?
care?
No.
Bull.
You a fucking lie. Me and the girls
bull.
are gonna go in there to watch some makeup tutorials. Or
Yeah,
something on the,
yeah.
on the
Or
fucking
we're learning
TV.
about knitting.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can watch
Or-
that on
Or we're
YouTube.
painting.
You can watch that on YouTube.
You can watch your sports on YouTube too.
Yeah.
Not really.
Yes, really.
If they're not streaming on there, you can't watch it.
Why do you have to watch it live? You can watch it after the fact. I don't want to hear it. The
Who
same scenario.
Who watches that?
Whatever. Whatever.
Again, females not making sense about sports.
No, you not making sense about where men have to go. There is no reason why, if you're in a
you
relationship,
guys are just insecure.
maybe.
I am a little. I'm not gonna lie.
Maybe, you know what I mean? But even still, if your significant other is like, you know, insecure as well, and she's post baby and she doesn't feel like herself and she hasn't gone back into it, it would not make her feel good that you're going someplace where, you know, women could possibly look better than she does, and it'll make her feel insecure.
Well, get in shape.
Anyways,
We should create a schlongs.
yeah, we should.
Hire a bunch of men and then women go in there and paint, and the guys just walk around. Or if they hold the paint for us, while we just
That would
paint.
be so nice. And then they'd be like massaging our shoulders.
Oh
like,
yeah, giving us a massage.
you look so nice today.
Oh, you're doing so
That's
good.
not
You're
the
doing so
same.
You're
good.
doing
Good
so
girl.
well.
I'm
Anyways,
just saying.
we're getting off track.
Does insisting on always being together clearly a place of love, or is it a place of insecurity? What do you think?
Attachment issues as well, I believe.
It's insecurity. It's the same thing as we
But-
were saying that you need to do your own thing.
Yes, but what if, you know, she's so happy with you that she just wants to be with you? Is why does that have to be?
If you're happy with me, you should also be happy to where you see me happy if I'm doing something with my friends
So you only
or
think
just by myself.
you only see a person that wants to be with you always is somebody who's insecure and attachy, and not
Yes,
someone
you're
who.
smothering.
Mm.
You're not letting me breathe. Like, give me my space. Like if like okay, if I had a stressful day at work, and you could attest to this, if we had a stressful day at work, sometimes I like to game. Now you're gonna hear me yell at the game because some bullshit that happened.
Yeah.
And even though I'm sounding mad and annoyed, it's still a form of a distressor.
Yeah.
Even that sounds insane to people who aren't gamers, but we are distressing even if we're yelling at the TV.
Okay.
Now, if I'm gaming for an hour, 2 hours, let it be. If I'm already taking care of home, if I already cook clean the dishes and or
Cook the
taking
dinner,
out
yep.
or
Yeah,
take
go
out the
ahead.
garbage, stuff like that. If I already took care of home, let me have an hour or two to myself and let me game or let me look at my cards or let me do something.
Can I say something though? All of what you said was perfectly fine, and there are valid reasons to want to have your own space. But when you become a husband and you have kids, and your wife is with the kids all day, she doesn't get 2 hours by herself.
But what
and she
did I?
doesn't get to.
But what did I just say? I said if the home's already taken care of.
Okay, so then that includes the kids too.
Yeah, home is kid. Or kids are home.
Okay, all right. Well, I mean, in that preposterous
Now,
and unrealistic scenario, if that were to exist,
if we did a family event and we're just both extremely tired at the end of the night, but you still want to spend time together as far as to make love or whatever, that's fine. I could understand that.
why are you laughing?
Make
when-
love was just so funny.
Well, I'm
Why-
not gonna say sex or fuck in that aspect because you're
No.
married.
Oh, what
You think married people don't fuck?
Yeah, like
No, they're vanilla. Anywho,
oh wow. Well, I think that that's another topic that we should bring up.
What do you think?
Yes, please comment. Do you guys only make love?
Or are you fucking?
Are we always in fantasy when we're married?
okay, what was that?
Please.
What was that old Tyrese movie, Baby Boy?
Yeah.
When he's
yeah.
arguing with the girlfriend, he's like, I fuck other girls, but I make love to you. It's the same thing in marriage.
No, because there was a whole scene where he was effing her. So please, I don't want to hear that.
He was making love to her.
Okay.
Shout out,
Yeah.
shout out my boy Tyrese.
Ugh. That movie was just.
He's fine though. Anyways,
Nah.
You think everybody's fine?
that's not true.
No.
That is not true.
Like I said, I think that I guess there is a thin line between insecurity and love, because in the beginning, when you're in love and you're falling in love and you're with your significant other, you want to be with them every single second of the day, and it hurts to be apart. I don't know about you two if you've ever felt that before, but when you really love somebody, you want to spend all your seconds with them. And
I mean, when you're in a brand new thing,
Yeah.
because you're invested in them so much.
yeah.
I can understand that.
And I don't think it comes from a place of insecurity 100%, but when you start veering off and it seems like your interest is waning, because we don't know when it's not like there's a button or a timeline on, okay, well, now we've been together too much. So, that's when I asked you earlier, like, at what point does quality time turn into clingy time? Because it's not like we communicate that to our significant others. Like, okay, we've been together 3 months, like nonstop. I need to be with my friends, or I need to go hang out, or every single year, me and my boys have this annual retreat that we go out and do our thing. So it's just us. You can't come.
I mean, that's when you
That might be jarring for someone who's used to being with you all the time.
okay, but you knew ahead of time what was coming though.
No, of course. But if she has had past experiences where that's never existed, it might be kind of hard for her to transition, no matter even if you prepare her.
Oh, I get it. I could understand that where it could be hard to transition, but guess what? Get used to
Because
it.
yeah, you just have to.
You have to
Talk.
get used to it.
But if, let's just say, again, I'm just throwing these hypothetics out there, but let's just say that she can't get past it. Would you change for her? Would you?
No.
So you would just keep the same patterns, the same things.
If I have a thing with the guys, if I have an annual trip that we do, whether it's because it's sentimental or whatever it is, why? If it's something to where I know I'm not doing wrong, like I'm not cheating on you, I'm not doing something like that, why would I change that? Why would I want to change that if it's something that that helps me?
I got the reason why, and not that it's a good reason, but for the individual that we're talking about, she's not used to it, right? You started to date her, and you're in this great relationship with her and stuff like that, but now you're with her. Something in your life has to change, especially for the happiness of your significant other. You can't do the stuff that you used to do all the time or that you're so used to. Something has to change to make the other person happy. You're willing to make other changes for her. Why not this one?
Yeah, your attitude has to change.
I think she would just.
What are you talking about?
If it's like an annual thing that the guys are going to, and she's not comfortable or she's insecure, she would definitely have to do some inner work if she's not used to it.
Yeah, because you're telling me I'm only gonna be. It's a 2-day event or whatever it is.
Like a weekend getaway.
Yeah,
Every year.
you know, it's not, and it's an annual thing. It's not every month. It's not every other weekend. It's one time a year for a weekend.
It seems like her life seems too boring and she needs to have her own hobby. She worries about, not a man.
That's where your own hobbies and your own friends come into play, because then you're gonna be busy with them, and you're not gonna be start thinking, oh, I wonder what he's doing right now, who he's around.
Oh, that's another
Because
good
then
one.
you guys start making scenarios. And shit.
So then you're out on your
start
voice.
hacking surveillance videos and shit.
So you're on this weekend getaway with your homies and stuff like that, and she is literally calling you or texting you every 2 seconds and gets irritated when you don't answer back right away.
Block.
You would block her?
Would you block him if it was the other way around?
Yeah.
So why are you asking me?
I'm asking you for your
what's your
opinion.
Yeah, but the way you asked me, it made
As if I wouldn't do it?
No, the way you asked me, it made it seem like if I were to answer yes, you're about to get on my ass about something.
Why don't you answer it before jumping the gun? Okay?
Because in your mind, you already jumped the fucking gun.
No,
Answer the
you're
question.
assuming.
You're assuming as well.
You're mad. What's wrong with you?
I'm not.
You're getting
I'm not.
triggered today.
I'm not blocking somebody. I'm just not going to be answering you.
Okay.
Silent the notification.
No,
Leave it on read.
Yeah, I'm just gonna. No, I'm gonna fucking open it. You're gonna see that I read it, and that's it.
You're getting
That would be upsetting for the individual. You could always write I'm busy.
Yeah, you could say like, hey.
No, because then you're gonna be hit with the. I bet you are busy.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. I mean, I think
who's that bitch you're busy with?
Even if you kind of given the person like a warning, like, hey, I'm going to spend time with my homies. I'm not going to be really looking at my phone or talking. Please don't be offended if I don't respond back right away or at all. Maybe it'll kind of give her like a sort of mental preparation. Yeah. But there are some people that are serial texters and they're like, I have to write you this Bible and I expect you to read it and then comment another Bible
while you're out with your friends.
Exactly. It's like, no, if I'm out, just let me be out and tune off all of my responsibilities and then come back to you fresh and brand new.
Yeah. I agree.
I get it. It's relationships are hard because you don't know what your significant other is going to like or not like. You don't know what degree of closeness and separation makes them feel comfortable or happy. And communication is it's key. You have to talk to each other and I guess mentally prepare them for what your expectations are when you do go out and go away. But I think that to a certain degree that when you get into a relationship and it's serious and it's going to be a long-term relationship, there are some changes, subtle or otherwise, compromises. Sure. And if your significant other is not comfortable with your past stories, because I know you, Ben, you love these stories and you have all these experiences and stuff like that. With some girls, especially girls you're in a relationship with, they might not be okay with you still hanging with homeboy that you did such and such at such and such place and having a weekend away with them because they don't know if you can be influenced by that person to do the same things again.
Oh, you're not going to know those stories.
That is a red flag, young man.
How's
that is a red flag. What if she asks about it?
Okay, if she asks.
Have you ever done ba? Have you ever done that?
Yeah, I'll answer those.
Oh, okay.
But I'm not going to just tell you just because.
Okay, so let's say you ask her and she finds out and she's questionable about the friend you did so and so with.
Yeah, and I'm going to be like, that's when we were single. I was single. What's the matter now? I'm in a relationship.
So here's the thing. Remember how I mentioned in a previous show about opportunity?
No.
What if this is your hoe friend?
And the opportunity presents
You can still be a hoe
itself.
and single, right?
I don't have any hoe friends.
Okay.
Oh boy.
You're fucking delusional.
and a liar at that. So whatever. But let's just make pretend that you have whole friends, okay? And, you know, those are the people that you choose to hang out with, and your significant other knows that you are hanging out with the whole friends for the weekend. Why do you think that they wouldn't feel insecure, or that you have the potential of doing the same old, you know, Ben adventures?
Getting provoked, peer pressured by your hoe friends. Because you said girls, it can happen with girls. It can definitely happen with men.
It certainly can.
No, guys are more loyal and
What am I hearing? I know the show needs to be over. The show needs to be over. You need to stop lying. That's unfair. And I don't want to hear it.
We're fucking done. We're fucking done.
You guys
it's
out there, please put in the comments, is Ben full of shit? Because we're calling bullshit right now. Guys are more what? What came out of your mouth?
we're more
What
loyal.
mierda came out of your mouth?
So you don't get peer pressured by hoe friends.
You're more
No.
loyal? You're more loyal? You're not a
Yes.
fucking dog, okay? Dogs are more loyal. Okay?
puppy.
I'm sorry. If you do not have, you just
I know.
It's
I
just-
know.
stop smiling.
He loves to rage bait.
Anyhow, men are not
I'm not rage baiting on this
Oh,
one.
okay.
Guys are more loyal than females are.
in your fucking made up illusionary world, maybe, because in reality, no. I think it's all on individuals. If you are a loyal man, then you're a loyal man. But
I
if
have
you're,
more female friends that have cheated on their guys versus my guy friends cheating on their
I
girls.
think you have more female friends than you have guy friends. So your
that is
your
true.
assessment is skewed at best.
Yeah. You do have way
You
more
have
women friends
way
than
more
men.
So then I'm sorry, you have
It's not a good
nothing to
ratio.
compare. Yeah, the ratio is not even. So maybe in your scenario, yes, that might be true just because of that, but not overall.
Chris Brown said it best.
What?
These hoes ain't loyal.
Alrighty. So we are gonna wrap it up there.
We're wrapping it up.
Yeah.
This is it. That's it.
We're done.
If y'all don't see me on the next episode, y'all know why.
Yeah, we're gonna beat the fuck out of him after this. Wait till these cameras fucking cut. Anyways,
Holy crap.
like, comment, share, drop in the comments your who's more clingy.
Yes.
Should couples do things together all
Yes.
the time?
And don't forget to subscribe, tell others,
Tell your mom, tell your dad.
tell everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in. We really appreciate the love. We love the comments. Please keep giving it, no matter how mean,
all
no
the
matter
feedback.
how awful they are. We love to hear your feedback.
We're working on getting a couch.
We are. We are.
We are. So as the studio changes, you'll see as it progresses. But we love you so much. Thank you so much. Until next
Love
time.
you. Bye.
Peace.